First quarter, 37 points. Why the offense got?
Just stagnant, no ball movement. Ran nothing the entire night. No posts, no rolls, no drives. You know, the first quarter, I think all but 2 of our points were from driving to the paint. From that point on, we just stood out on the perimeter. Didn't move the ball. Didn't do much. Didn't execute anything, even out of timeouts. We just had a very poor executing night offensively. You know, it's funny. They had all these offensive rebounds and score all these points, and yet they only had 93 points. We have to be better offensively. Tonight we were not.
Joel, is that the most disappointing thing of tonight, or does something else?
No, just I didn't think we had the right approach. So don't know why, but we didn't tonight. Thought everyone just stood around and watched each other play. That's not how we've been playing. So it's funny. You feel like you're getting it, and then you have one of these. You don't overdo it. But we did not play with any urgency tonight at all, offensively or defensively. And we still held them to 93 points.
What goes into changing that midstream? Is it just someone needs to step up?
Trying different. Nothing worked tonight, so trust me, you try everything.
Coach, just on the angle, on James's offensive fouls, what did you see on it?
I thought it was an offensive foul. You know, they sold out and came and tried to get the ball out of his hands, so give them credit. You know, it's a tough one because James has to have his, you know, you got to go up with it. So it wouldn't have mattered one way or the other unless they had called a foul, you know. So.
Doc, you mentioned not executing at a timeout even.
No, we just didn't execute. We didn't run our stuff. That's not the same team that played the other night where the ball was moving. We were running our stuff. We had our space, and we just didn't do it tonight. It happens. The sun's coming up tomorrow, and we'll be fine. But it's just no fun to watch when it does happen.
The ATO, where I think it was Tobias and Joel on the sideline had that turnover. I guess what were you trying to do there? What was the
Joel roll and Tobias pops and James go downhill.
What do you could just kind of make of just the poor shooting night between Joel and Tobias? Is just the ball wasn't moving?
Yeah, I think you know, when you don't move the ball, you're not going to get good shots. You can get shots. We walk the ball up the floor. We had no pace to the game. Just the entire way we played tonight, other than the first 8 minutes, 9 minutes, was poor.
You mentioned the post specifically.
Yeah.
Joel did. What do you think went in that just did not? It felt like he didn't get a lot of easy, deep.
Well, we didn't get down there much, you know, and so that's on us. That's on Joel, too. Like, we got to post up more. We got to call more to get him down there. And then we got to execute it when he's down there. We came out of the one timeout. We had Joel deep. We threw the ball away. Like, that kind of stuff can't happen. You know, you get your player that deep in the post on the weak side, and we throw the ball away. So it was one of those nights.
You also talked about the offensive rebounds. Was that?
Well, we knew that coming into the game. I said it in the pre-press, whatever we call that thing, before the game. But just because I said it, like, we didn't execute that. You know, we talked about it all day about you have to go block them out first and then turn. Instead, we turn to go, they're bigger, they're longer. So if you just turn, they're just going to jump over your back and keep the ball alive. That's what they did. We just got our butt kicked. So that's all I have. Thanks, guys.